Okay, we're in exercise set 47, and let's start. So the first problem I want to recommend, it seems like in Wells Times they didn't use the letter I, which I'm kind of surprised to see. I don't know much about the history of the use of the letter I, but I want to point out that nowadays I is equal to the square root of minus 1, and I squared is equal to minus 1. I want to point out the directions we want to go in. Certainly if you see I squared, write down minus 1. And if you see root minus 1, please write down the I instead. So what do I see over here? I see I to the 18th power. And then over here I see I to the 31st power. And over here I see I to the 49th power. Now, the way I'm going to do the problem is I'm going to rewrite it, each problem separately, so I see something. And I'm looking for an I, and I'm looking for an I squared. So let me write down I18 first of all. And I see an I squared to the 9th power. What's I squared? Minus 1. What's minus 1 to the 9th power? Minus 1. That's right here. Let's do the next one. That's going to be I to the 31st power. So what I'm going to say, I definitely see an I, and then I see I squared to the 15. And then what do I see? I see I squared is minus 1 to the 15th power. What do I get there? Just simply minus I. See that right there. Let's do I to the 49. What do I see there? I see an I, and I see an I squared to the, let's see, that would be 24. 24 times 2 is 48. Yeah, 49 we have now. So what do you have here? I minus 1 to the 24th. Well, that's fairly simple. It's just going to give me I. I see it over there. So again, I want to claim that, there's a variety of ways of doing these things, but that's the way I would do it, all right? And again, you may look at these things, and I remember when I first was introduced to these numbers, and I believe I was in middle school, and the teacher wrote a long list of numbers down, and she wrote a whole bunch of powers down, and she said they need to be memorized. And she was writing down like I squared, I cubed, I4, I5. Well, if you didn't understand the problem, you know what? Maybe you would have to memorize them. But if you understand that it relates back to I and I squared, it shouldn't be that difficult. Thank you.